Hello class 10th, hope you all are good. Now children, today we will discuss the same chapter, that is your what? Electrolysis. And in this video we will discuss applications of electrolysis, right? Now I hope you all of you have seen your syllabus, and so learn this syllabus for your half yearly exam and start concentrating in your studies. Let's start first the first application of electrolysis, that is your electroplating. Okay, now applications of electrolysis. What is the meaning of applications of electrolysis? Meaning uses of electrolysis in different way for different purposes. How electrolysis can be used in for different purposes. And first is your electroplating of metals, and second electrorefining or purification of metals. Now one more is here, that is your electrorefining, which we will learn in the next chapter, that is your metallurgy. Now first is your what is electroplating of metals. It is the electrolytic process of deposition of superior metal. And which superior metal? Like nickel, silver, chromium or gold on the surface of baser metal or article. Like if suppose an article is made up of iron, copper or brass, and if you want to plate it with gold or silver or nickel, then what it is called? It is called electroplating, and it is done with the help of electroplating. So these are superior metals: nickel, silver, gold and chromium, and iron, copper, brass are your baser metal. So simply deposition of superior metal on the surface of baser metal or article is called electroplating. Now why we do electroplating? What are the reason of electroplating? First, it prevents corrosion or rusting. If suppose an article is made up of iron, you want to prevent it from rusting, so we do electroplating with either nickel or copper. Now second is your makes the article attractive and gives an article an expensive look, right? Now or expensive appearance. Okay, there are some conditions for electroplating. First is your the article to be electroplated is always placed at the cathode. जिसको हमने article को electroplating करनी है, वो हम क्या बनाएंगे? Cathode. Means it may be spoon or any cup or anything, right? Why? Because during electrolytic reaction, the metal is always deposited at the cathode by gain of electrons, right? Second is the metal to be plated on the article is always made the anode. Suppose you are doing electroplating of nickel. So nickel, you will take a anode which is made up of nickel, right? Why? Because the metal anode continuously it dissolves as ions in the solution. It come in the electrolytic solution, and then it is replaced periodically towards the cathode and deposited at cathode. Third is your electrolyte must contains ions of metal. What they must contain, that whatever the electrolyte you are using, it must contain ions of the metal which is going to be plating on the article, right? Fourth one is your what type of current you should use? A low current and for a longer time should be used. Why? Because higher current causes uneven deposition of the metal, and low current for a longer time gives you smooth, firm and uniform and long lasting deposition. So what type of current you will use? Low current for longer time. Why? Because it initiate or help for in smooth, firm and uniform and long lasting deposition. And last condition is you will always use DC current, direct current, not AC current. Understood? For during electroplating, which current you will use? Direct current. Why you will not use AC current? Because it causes discharge and ionization to alternate at the cathode, thus giving no effect of effective coating, means the reaction takes place in opposite sides. That's why you will not get a effective coating. Okay, first we will discuss electroplating of copper cup or any article with silver. Okay, first we will discuss electroplating of brass spoon with nickel, or electroplating of any article with nickel. For that, what you required an electrolyte, right? You required anode and that article. And for naturally you are doing but electroplating of nickel, so you want nickel plate, and it is this nickel plate is act as an anode, and article is placed in place of cathode, right? And battery is required. Now, so first of all, what electrolyte you required when you are doing electroplating with nickel? You required aqueous solution of nickel sulfate, because you have learned that during electroplating of when you are doing electroplating, that electrolyte must contain the ions of that metal which is going to be electroplated. So you will take aqueous solution of nickel sulfate, right? But nature of electrode, cathode you will use clean article. To whom you will make cathode? That clean article should be first cleaned properly, and then it is connected to the negative end of the battery, right? Then anode, you will take a plate or block of nickel metal, and which is connected to the positive end of the battery, and it behave as a anode, right? Now next is your electrode reaction. Naturally, when you pass the current, when you switch on the battery, then what's happen? Current will pass, and this solution, nickel sulfate solution, will decompose into ions, and it forms nickel 2 positive ions and sulfate 2 negative ions. Because water is also there, because you are taking aqueous solution of nickel sulfate, so water is also there. Water break down into H1 positive ion and OH1 negative ion. So you have how many positive ions are there? 2 positive ions are there, nickel ion and hydrogen ion. Both will migrate towards the cathode. But who will discharge at cathode? Whose position? Now just recall that your electrochemical series. Whose position is below in the electrochemical series? Nickel position is below in the electrochemical series. So nickel will discharge at cathode. And so what reaction takes place at cathode? Nickel ions will gain 2 electron and converted into nickel atom, and these nickel atom, they are deposited on the article. So what is your product? Nickel is deposited on the article or cathode, right? Now next is your, now you have two negative ions are there, sulfate ions and hydroxyl ions, right? Both will also migrate towards the anode, but you are taking an active electrode, you are taking an active anode, that is your nickel anode you are taking, so it will take part in reaction, and they will not discharge. Who? Sulfate ions and hydroxyl ion will not discharge at where? At anode, because anode is an active electrode, so it will take part in reaction, and this nickel anode, it will lose 2 electrons and convert it into nickel ion. And these nickel ions, what's happened? They will again come in the, just look at here this is made up of nickel plate, a nickel anode. These nickel ions, they will come in the solution, and then they migrate towards the cathode, right? And here which reaction takes place? Nickel 2 ions will gain 2 electron and convert it into nickel atom, and these nickel atoms, they are deposited on this article, right? In this way, what's happened? You will this nickel is deposited on the cathode or on the article, right? So what is your product at anode? Naturally, what's happened? Slowly what's happened, gradually this nickel ions will come in the solution, and nickel, this anode will diminishes in mass, means it become thinner and thinner. And what is your product at anode? The product is nil. Why? Because it is an active electrode, it is taking part in the reaction. And what do you observe after some time? That the anode become thinner. Understood? So just look at here, reaction at anode, nickel will lose 2 electrons, converted into nickel atom, and the nickel atoms then migrate towards the cathode, and then they deposit it at the cathode. And what is the product at anode? That is your nil, and anode diminishes in mass. Okay, now next is your electroplating of copper cup or any article or a spoon with silver. Right? Means you can take any article, or you can take copper cup or a brass spoon, or a key chain, right? And how you will do this? For that you require what? Electrolyte. What electrolyte you will take? You will take it must contain silver ion, because you are doing electroplating with silver. So which electrolyte you will take? Aqueous solution of sodium silver cyanide. And what is the formula of sodium silver cyanide? Na bracket Ag and Cn whole twice. So it is also known as sodium argentocyanide. What is it? Sodium argentocyanide. Okay, now question is here ki why we will take this complex salt? Why we cannot use such a simple salt of silver, that is your silver nitrate? Because what's happened, if you are using this sodium silver cyanide, then migration of silver ions from this salt solution is slow as compared to that from silver nitrate. And that's why what's happened, you will get a even deposition of the metal silver and on the article. That's why we will take what? Sodium silver cyanide. Why you will not take silver nitrate? Because actually what's happened, if you are using this silver nitrate, then silver ions will migrate very fast and you will get uneven deposition. What you will get? Uneven deposition, right? Okay, now next is your electrode. You will clean article is you will make it as a cathode, and anode, what you will take? A plate or block of silver metal is connected to the positive end of the battery and it act as an anode, right? Now when you pass electric current through that solution, the electrode reaction takes place. And what is your electrode reaction? Actually this sodium silver cyanide, it will decompose into sodium ions, silver ions and cyanide ions, while your water will decompose into H ion, H1 positive ion and OH1 negative ions. Now it means that in solution you have what? These three types of what? Positive ions. Which one? Sodium ions, silver ions and hydrogen ions. So what? They all three will migrate towards the cathode. But who will discharge at cathode? Whose position is below in the electrochemical series. Just recall that electrochemical series. Whose position is below in the electrochemical series out of these three? All of you know that silver ions are below sodium and hydrogen ions in electrochemical series. So they will discharge at cathode. Who? Silver ions. So what is the reaction at cathode? These silver ions, they will gain 1 electron and converted into a silver metal, Ag metal, and this silver metal is deposited on the article or spoon or whatever you are taking, right? And so what is the product? Silver is deposited on the article. Next is you have two negative ions are there, cyanide ions and hydroxyl ions. Both will try to migrate towards the anode, but you are using what? active anode. So active anode will take part in the reaction. So they both will not discharge at anode. And so what is the reaction at anode? At anode, silver ions will lose one electron. Silver metal will lose one electron and convert it into silver ions. These silver ions, what's happened? They will come in the solution. Right? Now just look at here. This silver here. This silver plate is here. This what's happened? This silver converted after losing one electron, it is converted into what? Ag, one positive ions. They come in the solution and then they migrate towards the cathode, right? And at cathode, what's happened? Here these silver ions will gain one electron and convert it into silver, and this silver will deposit it on this cathode. Understood? So in this way, what is the reaction at anode? Silver will lose one electron and convert it into silver ions, right? And so what is your product at anode? The product is nil. And what's happened? Anode, side by side, what's happened? This anode diminishes in mass, means it becomes thinner and thinner. Understood? Okay, children, hope you have understood this electroplating of silver and nickel. Now next is your electro-refining, which we will do after half-yearly exam, right? So learn up to this for your half-yearly exam. Understood? Okay, thank you, children.